Welcome to another video by LDS Nerds, the Obscure Gospel History series. In this video, we explore the colonies established by the Church in northern Mexico. After persecution of polygamy intensified in the late 1800s, families practicing plural marriage in Arizona started to cross into nearby Mexico to avoid law enforcement. With the passing of the Edmunds-Tucker Act in 1882, church leadership looked for places outside the United States for saints to live free from government control. They soon traveled to Mexico to survey lands which had previously been scouted by missionaries a decade before, and decided that the state of Chihuahua would be the place where LDS families could be resettled. Despite an initial expulsion order from the local governor, the saints were allowed to stay. At the time, Mexican President Porfirio Diaz welcomed such foreign immigration as a means to make vacant land habitable. By 1886, several hundred families settled in the area and later established several other colonies, including a few in the nearby state of Sonora, all of which were within a 200-mile radius from the U.S. border. As the colonies increased in size, some were joined by saints living in the central part of Mexico as well. Apostles helped the colonies get established, and saints experienced miracles, such as an 1886 earthquake that provided water after the local river dried up. The colonies were a peaceful home for hundreds of Latter-day Saint families, which were reportedly well-run and relatively crime-free. In 1895, the first stake was created in Juarez, Mexico. By 1897, the Juarez Stake Academy was established, a church-owned primary and secondary school that still exists today as the Academia Juarez. By the early 1900s, around 4,000 members were living in the Mexican colonies, including immigrants and native-born residents. With the issuance of the Manifesto by the Church in 1890, saints in Mexico assumed that plural marriages would continue there, but by 1901, Lorenzo Snow clarified that the policy applied everywhere. In 1905, President Joseph F. Smith traveled to Mexico himself to ensure compliance with this policy. Nevertheless, existing plural families continued to privately practice for years afterwards in the colonies. As the Mexican Revolution began in 1910, anti-Americanism was rampant in Mexico, and non-native-born families in the colonies were threatened and had to abandon their homes, fleeing via train for the United States. Those who remained, mainly native-born members and converts, continued to maintain the colonies, and the first Spanish-language branch was established in 1916 in the colony of Dublin. After the Revolution ended in 1920, a few families returned from the U.S. and helped rebuild some of the areas. Today, only two of the original colonies remain, that of Colonia Dublin and Colonia Juarez. A temple was built in Juarez and dedicated in 1999. Future church leaders were raised in the colonies as well, including Marion G. Romney and Ray Lucero Pratt. Former Governor and Senator Mitt Romney's father was also born there, as was Apostle Henry B. Eyring's father. The colonies established by the Church in the northern part of Mexico provided refuge and peace for many saints and helped the Church gain a strong presence in the country before missionary work had made significant inroads there. Their legacy lives on in the lives of faithful saints who can trace their ancestry to these early settlements and the congregations that continue today. That's all for this video. Let us know in the comments other topics you want to see covered in the Obscure Gospel History series. And please like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching another LDS Nerds creation. Stop by our store for geeky, gospel-themed merchandise.